All right, welcome back, friends. I cannot even begin to tell you the amount of work I've been doing behind the scenes. There's been so much going on. But today's flight, let's go from either Gorge or George River Airstrip over to Martins Bay Aerodrome. We're going to go from there. We're going to drop in here, land at the beach, and then keep going. The approach would be much easier if we would come over the beach side and that way, but I'd rather just come over the ridge. We'll do a forward slip in here, and it's going to be awesome. So let's go ahead and get it started. All right, welcome back. Let's make this happen. Let me tell you, not as easy as it seems. Not as easy as it seems is perhaps what I can say more than anything else. The challenges associated with flying and talking at the same time while trying to make sense and enjoying the scenery and operating the aircraft. I've done lots of this flight several times. And it's one thing after another that can happen. It's actually a really challenging airport to fly into. I highly recommend you guys try this route. Pretty challenging route, to be honest with you. The first landing at the beach is absolutely not a big deal, but then the second landing is very challenging. If you come in over the ridgeline, you're just not going to be able to do it. It's not going to work out too well for you. You got to come in through the shallower part, a little bit closer to the beach, but it's still fun to land in kind of the wrong direction. It makes it very challenging. So the idea is this. We can do awesome flights, awesome destinations, and awesome airplanes all around the world. And there are truly some amazing things to do here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then while we're doing that, we can enjoy this absolutely stunningly beautiful scenery and talk about aviation airplanes and do a lot of cockpit therapy. So you may not know this, however, behind closed doors, we, the pilots, actually do enjoy what I would consider to be a momentary, very intimate relationship. Certainly, it depends on exactly who you're flying with, but a lot of times you can really connect and bond and solve a lot of the world's problems with the person you're flying with. Talking about big topics, nothing is beyond the limit. Of course, both parties agreeing on the conversation and being very respectful to each other. However, a lot of times you can tackle some pretty big subjects in the flight deck. So one of the things I wanted to show you guys on this specific flight that is new to me is this seasonal change in beauty that occurs in Flight Simulator. I mean, you might as well be doing this in the real world. Stunningly beautiful. Of course, you got a lot of controls you have to map out on your system in order to be able to enjoy this. Otherwise, you're just going to be lost trying to find which button to press to do what you would like to do. But right now, I'm using my Thrustmaster HOTAS setup. I've actually really enjoyed flying Microsoft Flight Simulator with this kit. it is a military kit, not for civilian aircraft. However, the quality and the customization make it so, well, I'm actually being able to have a pretty good time flying the civilian birds with the military controls. So you might have wondered there for a moment, why did I choose the Porter on skis? And the reason is this. Check that out. Yep, that's a landing strip according to the simulator. Tiny beach. We're kicking full right rudder. If you take a look at my turn coordinator, you can see I'm completely uncoordinated coming in here. Giant forward slip. Keeping that airspeed up, keeping a healthy airflow over both wings. And we're doing it so we can descend at a very high rate of descent. As we approach the beach, we'll gently kick that out. Really suffer from whiteout conditions. However, it starts to depict a little bit of grass, which really helps with judging your altitude. Nice and gentle. Clean up that wing real quick to takeoff setting. And let's just keep going. Boom! I mean, how cool is this? You know, odds are I will not be doing this type of flying out in New Zealand. I don't think that's in the books. Now, who knows? Maybe we'll get to do this awesome flight at some point in time in the real world, but for now, I don't think we will. So yeah, I can definitely share with you a lot of details regarding my setup, because from getting this to work at a very high level, I've noticed that it's a tremendous challenge to just get the hardware necessary to really be able to enjoy this simulator at a very high level, right? So right now we got pretty impressive specifications going on. We are sporting some pretty high-end equipment over here, so this is not something very realistic. Sometimes you get this. I don't know if you guys been getting that. It's not me. It's you, I promise. So a lot of frame rate drop is associated with caching. Not sure if you're familiar. Microsoft Flight Simulator keeps a lot of the topography and the scenery in servers, so you got to keep pinging the server in order to fly the game. You're downloading data. I'm not exactly sure which data. I know it is an online thing, and as we're pinging all this data, we my destination is coming up. I gotta focus. As we're pinging all this data, oof, there it is. See the runway, 12 o'clock. Woohoo! Alright, so I've done this enough. I know it does not work if I come in straight. It's just a bit too steep. So we'll just brake right over here. Give ourselves a little bit extra room. Adjust our course. Yeah, so the data. Yes, we have to continuously ping the server, and whenever you're having some issues pinging the server, you can run into some frame rate drop, which causes a problem. But playing this game in 4K 120 with the occasional dip is a privilege, as you would imagine, as well as tremendously fun. Now, coming in on this side, you got to be careful. There's it is a very challenging approach. It's particularly difficult to talk while we're doing it, but let's see if we could do it. If I crash, I crash. That's all I'm going to say about that. Woohoo! Oh, I did it! Y'all, I cannot even begin to tell you. This feels good. We can upload frequent. We can do a lot of good stuff. It's just that it has to work. By the way, I would like to add... Let's get that parking brake set before we talk much. I'd like to add our... a webcam over here. Obviously, you know me, so to be good quality, a shot of myself as I'm talking, so you can see me. And that's coming up. I just got to create the shot, make it work. The angles I've tried at first were truly not good, so hopefully I can fix that. But that's all. I just wanted to get this tiny flight in, exotically beautiful. Highly recommend you come in here. NZMJ, November Zulu Mike Juliet, take off out of this. Is this even a runway? Is this even a runway? I mean, really. Exotically beautiful. Look at this. You can take off and land out of here. Isn't this fun? Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I did it. We'll see you next time.